Welcome to Beerstories. This is a run-through of the Brewster Beacon 40, and 70 also actually. In Brewfather and so on, it's called Beacon 30, but it's actually called 40. But it can contain 30 liters of beer, and that's probably why. Well, all in all, it's a great brew system. It's the one I use the most. You can make 30 liters of beer. It has 2500 watts. The malt pipe can contain 9 kilos of grain bill, and that's great. I have an efficiency about 80%. I think that's great also. So it does everything I need it to do. The control panel, you can control the temperature and also correct it if it's off. The power control, you have I think it's 100 watts steps, so you can fine tune your power or your heat. It has an auto program. You can actually save up to 10 recipes, I think it is, with step matches and boiling. I've used it. I don't use it anymore. I always use the manual because I like to be around my system when I'm brewing, and I like to have control with everything. One really important thing, I always have 10 liters of wort down in the bottom, so it doesn't burn in the bottom. And there are two ways to control that. You can control it with the flow control up here, or with the overflow pipe. And this the Beacon has a great overflow pipe that you can actually adjust within millimeters, and that's really great, because that just means you can really control the overflow, so you always have about 10 liters down here in the bottom. So that's great. One thing I'm actually missing on the Brewster Beacon is a handle down here. Some other brew systems have that, and that just makes it easier to clean. It's not a big problem. I didn't notice it before I tried other systems, but now that I have, I actually miss it. So yeah, it's just a small thing, but it's kind of important as well. This is the bottom filter, and that's one thing that's really discussed on the internet. Some people throw it away. They say they get air caught under here, so that it wobbles around and the temperature control doesn't work properly. I always use it. I don't have a problem with it. I just tilt it when I set it down, and the small, really tiny bubbles that are in here, they don't cause a problem for me. So yeah. But the other thing is that it's not very tall, so down under here you won't get that much water or wood. So that some people say if there's a lot of gunk up here, you can actually burn in the bottom because it has a hard time running through. I haven't experienced that either, but so some people throw it away. I always use it. This is the bottom mass plate, and I really like this one compared to other systems. You can see it has a lot of contours, which makes it stronger. I think they all do it now, but it's really important that this edge gets in the malt pipe, so it locks in, so that the bottom doesn't fall out. You don't want that. But this works great. I've actually tested this system with 30 liters of beer and 9.4 kilos of grain bill in the malt pipe, and that's too much. 9 kilos, that's it. With 9.4, you'll get rice hulls and other things running out of these holes. Yeah, and you don't want that. It can cause a stock pump and so on. 9 kilos is max. Yeah, but the only thing I'm actually missing on this is when you have to stir in your mash. You can take this aside like that, but it's not ideal. You can't really get in there. The other option is to hold it and then stir with the other hand, and that, I guess it works, but some other systems have a longer arm so that you can just pull up the lid and let it rest up there. But in the end, it really doesn't matter. What matters is I can make 30 liters of beer, efficiency about 80%. The malt pipe can contain 9 kilos of grain bill. And that's really the important thing for me. So yeah, I'm really satisfied with this. And I think that was it for the system alone. As you can see, I have the heat blanket on here. And I really think you should buy this as well, because it just makes the heating process and temperature control so much easier. I didn't have this in the beginning, but a few brews in, I needed this. So yeah, you should get that. Also hop spider, that's also with the big kit, the big equipment kit. And of course the chiller. Yeah, the chiller also comes with the big kit, and that's also a thing I think you need. Some brew systems have a ball valve down here. If you get a stock pump, I think it's nice, but I have another brew system that has that, and I don't use it because when I have to drain my system, I always use the pump. Just like that, and let it pump it down to the fermentation tank, because that oxidizes the wort and helps the yeast to get a good start. Yeah, that's another tip for you. Yeah, all in all, this is my go-to system. Yeah, and it works for me. So I guess that was it. If you have any questions, then just write to me. Otherwise, then just have a happy brewing out there.